subscription button, like the video, share, or say something on the comment section. So now, guys, 2022 election. This is going to be one of the most memorable elections, or the one of the most competitive elections that we've ever had. But now, before we get there, I have a few things that I keep on saying will determine the outcome of the presidential election. The other time I talked about we are only able to know who will be the next president between Raila and Ruto when and if they choose their running mate and who they choose their running mate to be. So another factor that I'm going to talk about today is the party nominations. The party nomination is always and has always been the downfall of ODM since 2007. Um, there's nothing as bad as direct nomination, and the person that you're giving the direct nomination is somebody who does not have the popularity, and then the other person becomes more vibrant and they push in a revengeful way and they eventually get the seat. So party nomination will make it or break it between UDA and ODM. And of course, immediately after party nominations, once the party nominations are over, there will be a lot of chaos, there will be a lot of cases, and after that, there will be decamping. People will be moving from one party to the other, people will be running as independents. So, the way you handle your party nomination, UDA and ODM, because those are the people, the only two horses that as at the moment, that I see moving forward to the final round. So between UDA and ODM, how you handle your party nomination will give a lot of plus or negative to the votes that you'll get in the general election. Remember, Raila. Raila is just the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. One of the things that is making him and is making this mistake, and I can see it, Raila is putting the incumbent people, politicians, next to him. The current governors, current MPs, the people in the government. One of the things, the disadvantage of being with these, like for example in Ukambani, Raila is trying to bring closer Charity Ngilu, is bringing closer Mutua and the other guy from Makueni. What's his name? Kifula Kibwana. You go to Western Kenya, there's Oparanya. You go to Kisumu, and there is Orengo, there is all the incumbent governors. The disadvantage of this is these people have been in power. Some of them are not going to seek re-election again in the coming election. So their will, their power to move people, their power to get listened to by the voters will be very minimal. No matter how good they've been or how kingpinish they are in their region, they have finished 2 terms. So the person that you should be putting close to you is the next probable winner of the next election. The person who you think could be the next governor, who you think could be the next MP, who you think, according to good survey, is going to be the next MCA. Once you put those people in your party and they become the winning team, one, they are going to win in their own regions. 2, they are in your party. So your party becomes more popular, more strong, and the likelihood of you winning. And that is where the determination between Ruto and Raila comes in. Well, Raila is running after these incumbent governors and MPs and senators who we are not even sure they will get re-elected, who the people are tired of. Ruto is very sharp and is going, looking at the ground, knowing what the people want, knowing who the people want to be the next MP, who has more say, who has more power in the grassroots. And then Ruto is pushing those people close to him, is bringing them close to him, so that they become, in the party nominations, they win the nomination ticket, and they win. And once they win, these people will eventually campaign for Ruto in the grassroots. So, the difference between the winner and the loser is just a mind game. This is a game of thrones. The way you make your moves, the way you calculate who to stay with, who to campaign with, who to campaign for, who to let campaign for you, determines a lot of things. So I still am going to say again, I don't know who the next president of the Republic of Kenya will be, but there are so many key determinants, so many smart moves that one needs to make to be the next president. You just don't become the next president because the government is supporting you. You just don't become the next president because you're the deputy president. You just don't become the next president because you think you're popular or you are an epic candidate. You've been there since 1900. No, 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 no. 2022 election is tricky and it needs sharp people, decisive people. It's a mind game. It's a game of thrones. So when you're doing the party nominations, you have to know who to give the direct nominations and when to let the people decide who they want to nominate to be their party representative for that specific seat. So Ruto is going to the grassroots, making a survey and targeting those people who he has done his survey and known they are going to be the grassroots winners of MCA seat, senator seat, MPA seat, women representative seat, governor seat, and he's bringing close to him so that they can get into his party. Raila, on the other hand, is going with the incumbent people who he thinks have the power right now. But just after 3 or 4 months, 2022, by March, the incumbent people will not have any power again. They'll be looking on what to do after now the next governor is elected. They will be looking for positions in the national government, parastatals and things like that. And so they will not have the power and and the ability to push for any other person's candidacy. Those are my respectful views. But if Ruto continues making these smart moves and Raila continues making these silly backward moves, he will fail, Ruto will win. Like, for example, I heard rumors the other day that Raila could pick Kenneth. Why would anybody vote for Kenneth, for your information? If Raila today picked Peter Kenneth to be his running mate, I will sleep and just know who the next president will be. Because definitely it will not be him. So who you pick to be your running mate, how you do your party nominations, and the people you support in the grassroots determines a lot on who the winner of the next election will be. Until next time, goodbye. Please subscribe, share, like the video, and say something on the comment section.